Hi all, in this video we are going to see how you can perform synthetic transaction monitoring using EG Enterprise Suite and iTex's AppsMon tool. In this recording, the scenario is of a user trying to access a hosted desktop and work on an application within the desktop. First, we'll need to create a new script using AppsMon Recorder, and I'm going to name this script as XenDesktop. A word of caution would be please make sure that there is no change done to either the screen resolution of the monitor on which we are going to record, and no changes in the placement of the application windows. Now we will start recording the script, and once the recording starts, every action performed is recorded. I'm opening a Firefox browser window and entering the URL to access the Citrix receiver interface. I'm going to create a checkpoint here named Citrix Login. And I'm going to enter the username and password for logging into the Citrix web interface. Once I log in, I'm able to see the hosted applications and hosted desktops. I'm now creating a checkpoint on the desktop tab and creating a mouse left click mouse action event. Every time the script is executed, the desktop tab image is verified and the tab is clicked on. If the tab option doesn't appear, or in case it appears in an entirely different coordinate, the script will fail. I'm now creating a checkpoint at this point and naming it as published desktop. The desktop tab is then verified and clicked on by the mouse action event and takes us to the window displaying the hosted desktops. I now create another checkpoint for desktop that I'm about to access by the name launch desktop. The mouse event clicks on the desktop and then the desktop is launched. Once the desktop is launched, I'm creating a checkpoint on a Microsoft Excel application and naming it as Launch Excel. Closing the application and now proceeding to log out of the desktop. Now creating a checkpoint called log off desktop. I'm now back to the Citrix receiver screen and creating a checkpoint with the name Citrix log off. Now exiting out of the browser and stopping the recording. Once the recording is complete, the AppsMon builds the script using VB Express. And after the script is created, the AppsMon player window opens from where we can play back the completed script. The playback is now complete. Now it displays the total time taken to run the script. We will now access the EG Manager and see how we would configure EG to execute and monitor the script. We first need to configure the EG agent that has been installed on the machine where AppsMon has been installed. For configuring the EG agent, I provide the IP address of the host and a nickname in the EG Enterprise Manager console. I select Yes for client emulation. We have a component type called emulated client in EG for this module. We will now proceed to configure the emulated client component in the EG Manager. You can provide either the IP address or the host name of the server where AppsMon is installed. Now we will configure the necessary tests for the emulated client component. The tool selection option should be on iTexas. Here we need to enter the path of the script file, which can be found in C, program data, iTexas, component, scripts directory, along with the particular file name that we want to execute. We also have to provide the path of the output files, which can be found in C, program data, iTexas, job queue, M1, xwcf_logs directory. The path alone would be sufficient. File names are not to be configured here. Once the tests have been configured, we can start the EG agent service. Once the EG agent has been started, the agent will start to invoke the script automatically. Once the EG agent starts executing the script, we can find the performance metrics such as availability and response time in the EG Manager console. You will now be able to see the performance metrics for each individual transaction that we have created.